Madam Chair and remaining members of this committee. I'm happy to be here for my new senator, Claire Wilson, which is pretty exciting. And you and I are friends on Facebook, and I lobbied you many years ago. Actually, the
truth be known, a lot of you are my friends on Facebook.
I know. When you were talking about 12 or 13 years dealing with the Department of Corrections ombuds, I was asked by a very wonderful minister who worked at Monroe if I would lobby for the lifers at Monroe. And in 1975, we had introduced a Department of Correction independent ombuds. It was a long time ago.
Your wish is finally true.
I know.
If you have to identify yourself for the record.
I'm sorry, my name is Peggy Maze Johnson. And I didn't come to this committee to even be in part of this. I came for the committee meeting after this, what Senate Ways and Means. My husband, who died 4 years ago, was incarcerated at Monroe for 5 years. He was a kid when he got there. I didn't know him then. But it's kind of heartening for me to hear there are very positive changes in this prison system. I heard horror stories about what went on in the prison, and that was even good because it was during Dan Evans' time that Ernie was in the prison, and it got much worse after because legislators and the public were saying punishment, not rehabilitation. They wanted them put away for good. After John asked me, after the Department of Correction Ombuds, he started an organization called An Outside Chance. And it was to help guys coming out with trying to get tools and all kinds of things so that they'd be able to have a way of earning a living. None of that was, at that time, was provided in the system. And then prior to moving back to the state, I lived in Las Vegas for 13 years and was part of a organization fighting for prisoners' rights and prison reform. And what was going on there and still going on there is horrendous. Lunch is 2 pieces of white bread with a piece of bologna in the middle and nothing else. And I had to explain to people and a lot of families, you know, that didn't want those bad guys coming out, that they had to understand that we needed to fight for prison reform because people that are in prison are people. And we need to treat them like people because if we don't, and they're treated like animals, they'll act like animals when they come out. And with very few exceptions, people in prison are going to come out. And we want them to come out as people who are respectful of the communities that they re-enter into. And we need to treat them with that respect also.